Yeah, I'll react to that, sure. Hey guys, let's watch... Oh. Fireworks. I don't think you can hear them though, so it's okay. Ollie Buy, great channel, preemptive like. European government types every month, 1789 to 2025. Pretty short video for such a big, it's a continent over centuries. So gonna have to really focus in. My name's Connor, original link. I want to learn this. Let's go. Sorry, too long. Right? Oh, good. Okay. So red, you can fast forward if you don't care about this. You should care about this. So red, there are two reds. There doesn't seem to be a light red yet. So red is monarchy, absolute / authoritarian. Pink is monarchy elective. The kind of tealish aquamarine, or this kind of bluish gray, is oligarchic republic. Doesn't an oligarchy just mean you're essentially an authoritarian government, but instead of one person, it's just a bunch of really rich people running it? One-party socialism doesn't seem like there's any of that in the late 1700s. Dependent government / occupied, so Turkey seems to be the only one. Civil war / no overall control, nothing yet. Full democracy is the blue. I can't tell if these are oligarch republic or full democracy. I'm gonna assume oligarch republic, just because I feel like that'd be the Dutch way. So it doesn't look like there's any one-party socialism or full democracy yet. And then you have transitional democracies, conservative, hybrid, revolutionary / provisional. Okay, I think we're ready. My God, that was fast. Oh, we got our first transitional, revolutionary, provisional democracy in modern Belgium. Never mind. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, French Revolution, of course. Occupied. Okay, so it was occupied and then eliminated. Papal states, so here's Napoleonic Wars. Napoleon is about to go down to the Pope and just tell him what's up. Okay. Has Great Britain changed yet? No. Yep, this is Napoleonic Wars. Napoleon, I'm assuming, just crowned himself emperor. Oh, we got some green, and here's Serbia. So this is like height of Napoleon's power, 1807, I'd say. That's probably fair. 1806, 1807 is probably when he's at his strongest. So this is all Napoleon here, imposing his will. Spain, Civil War, yep. Sweden, what the hell happened there? So I'm assuming where they are diagonal, different colored lines, that like there's a conflict going on. So not like complete civil war or no overall control, but just heavily divided. Sweden, 1810. Whoa, okay. Okay. So Napoleon, I think, is on this island right here. He's gonna come back. Now they're back in it. Waterloo's gonna happen. And then he's defeated. Congress of Vienna coming up. Okay, yep, 1820, Congress of Vienna. So let's see what we got here at the moment. We have a monarchy, elective, so essentially the Pope elected by cardinals, right? Wallachia and Moldova, I'm not sure the history there much. Greece, you have a revolutionary provisional democracy. One of the German states in the southwest is a democracy, it seems, or an oligarch republic. Independent occupied, you got a few things up here. Those might be full democracies. It's really tough for me to tell, especially when they're small, if it's an oligarch or a democracy. Okay. Oh, Greece? Uh-oh. Portugal Civil War. Conservative. Uh-oh. $1849's coming up. Probably gonna have a bit of changes. Or 1848, maybe. You see, from the end of the Napoleonic War, so from the end of the Battle of Waterloo to around 1848, 1850, it seemed to have been relatively peaceful. Relatively. I mean, humans are never completely peaceful. But 4 years, there's going to be some chaos, I think. Yep, right there. Holy moly. Holy moly. Okay. So 1848, known as just like the year of revolutions, something like that. And so, monarchical, absolute authoritarian going down, democracies going up. Switzerland, is that our first full democracy? France under, is this Napoleon III time, or was he earlier? You're gonna have the Crimean War, which might have already happened. Yep, you're going to have some big changes in this area. Okay, this whole area, we're about to have some big changes in the next 10 years. You're going to have Schleswig-Holstein conflict, where Prussia seemed to have kind of bait Austria into going in there with them. And then Prussia goes to war with Austria, because these two are trying to be like the true king of the Germanic peoples, and Prussia ends up destroying Austria and then goes into the Franco-Prussian War, all in the next 10 years. Yep, Schleswig-Holstein. Stuff's about to go down right now. Germany is created. Can't think of many major conflicts after the Franco-Prussian War until World War I. You're going to have a lot. Okay, until late 1800s. For the next 20 years, I think it's relatively not much border changes. But I know you have a lot of Baltic fighting against the Ottomans in the early 20th century, maybe late 19th century. So there's going to be some changes there, and then you're going to have World War One. Yep, this is about to be gone. Ooh, France and the UK. Oh, I thought they both did it. So the UK goes to a full democracy. That's about the most even three parties we've seen so far. So you have the monarchy, absolute monarchy, authoritarian, which dominated the pie chart for the vast majority of the video, especially in the beginning. Now you have transitional conservative hybrid democracy at, I'd say, at almost 50%, and then full democracy, and then you still have some authoritarianism. So a lot of stuff's going to change in like 10 years to World War I. I'd pay attention here right now. Hey, Iceland, I forgot about you, bud. Okay, yeah, I'd pay attention here. I thought this was going to only change in 1917 and then go to one-party socialism. Or actually, no, it's going to go into civil war and then one-party socialism. But they changed in 1906 to a transitional conservative democracy hybrid. Holy crap. Okay, get ready, World War I. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I was gonna say, why did Russia go from democracy? Okay, so it was okay. This video seems very accurate. He knows history better than I do. So, right after the deposition of the Tsar, putting it lightly, it was a sort of democracy, and I believe I always mix up the Bolsheviks and Mensheviks. Which one was Lenin in? I want to say Bolshevik. And so at first they're kind of like, all right, we need to decide together as people. And then one of Menshevik and Bolshevik, I believe one means minority and one means majority. And I believe the one that Lenin was in was called the majority, but was actually in the minority. And so it's like, all right, let's figure it out together until a party realizes they're going to lose. And then, white, civil war. Holy guacamole. Oh my God. Oh my God. So, World War I ends, and then boom, full democracies. Now Russia is one-party socialism. Hungary is still a monarchy, so is Turkey, Italy, Spain. You're gonna have the Spanish Civil War in a bit. I'm sure Spain is gonna turn. Okay, so Hitler just got elected chancellor, 1933. Boom. Mussolini much earlier. Yep, civil war in Spain. A lot of authoritarian. Yep, then Franco side won, right? Or the fascist side won? Nationalists? Uh-oh. Operation Barbarossa. Occupied Germany. Oh, Austria got occupied as well, huh? And parts of Switzerland? I always get so upset for Poland in World War II. I can't think of another nation that did nothing wrong to start the war and was punished the most. A lot of people are going to say, well, the Soviet Union lost like 22 million people. The Soviet Union also helped start World War II when every other country in Europe was like, okay, Germany, okay, fine. Austria, okay? Okay, fine. This part of Czechoslovakia. Okay, fine. All of Czechoslovakia you can have. Just don't go into Poland. We will declare war on you, says the UK and France. What does the Soviet Union say? They say, hey, Germany, if you invade Poland, we will also go to war with you. No, they didn't. They said, hey, need a hand? Yeah, my point is that even since the start of the war was the invasion of Poland, and the Soviets were part of that invasion of Poland with Germany, obviously Soviets from the east, Germany from the west, and the Germans did commit much more atrocities than the Soviets did in Poland, but the Soviets still committed huge atrocities in Poland, and they started the war with Germany and Poland. Obviously, they're not as culpable as Germany in starting the war, but the fact that after atrocities against Poland and helping Germany invade you, you still hold on to Poland after the war is crazy to me. Infuriating. Is anything gonna change until the 90s with the Balkan Wars? Okay, Portugal. Ooh, Spain and Portugal. And Turkey goes full democracy. And then they... Turkey just went authoritarian. Okay, I'm sure there's going to be some... Yugoslavia is going to break up. Soviet Union is going to break up in 5 years. Or in like 6, 7 years. Boom. Boom. Yugoslavia is going to fall. Only going to be a lot of fighting here. Hey, year I was born, 93. Ooh, let's go to September of 93. There's my birthday. This is what it looked like. Wow. Yugoslavia was still a thing when I was alive. when Yugoslavia was still a thing. I'm old. Yugoslavia existed until 2003? Yugoslavia. Poor Bosnia without a... Poor Bosnia. Poor Bolivia. I want to say poor Ethiopia. Like, these countries that, like, are so close to having a coastline and other countries just hog it all. So that's something I learned. Belarus is full authoritarian. I'm surprised Russia isn't considered an oligarchic republic here, or they're a transitional conservative hybrid democracy at the moment. So what's the difference between this? So full democracy, what's the difference between these two? Transitional, conservative / hybrid, revolutionary / provisional. So is this democracy like right when a non-democratic government is overthrown, is overthrown, and so there's less like full-on democracy because they can't do it yet, and this transitional. So this is a transitional democracy because it's transitioning from the end of the Soviet Union still? Anyone know that? I can't think of anything else that's going to change until the Russia-Ukraine war. Oh, Crimea. Okay, now they're... So why did Russia turn into authoritarian? Is that authoritarian or one-party socialism? I believe that's authoritarianism. So what happened in 2012? Was Putin supposed to hold an election and he didn't? And that made him an authoritarian? And so in 2 years, this is going to go to Russia, right? Russia. Man, poor Moldova, too. And the war is starting. Russia's annexations of Ukraine territory in 2020 were illegal under international law. That was great. Wow, I paused a lot. I made that a 24, 25-minute video. Ooh, I'd love to see this too. Ooh, I'd love to see this too. I thought that was a fantastic video. And although I'm not a genius historian, professional historian, I do love learning about history, and I probably know more than the average person. Definitely the average American. And everything that I saw made complete sense at the complete right time. And at least other things that happened jogged my memory, and I'm like, oh, that's correct. And it seemed like everything was right. I'm still not completely sure about... guys, love y'all. Hope you enjoyed that video. I'm just going to look up provisional government. Maintain power until a permanent government can be appointed. Okay. Generally an election. Transitional. Transitional government is an emergency government. A transitional. So transitional and provisional are essentially the same. Yeah, it says transitional and provisional are the same thing. So these governments are emergency governments after some big collapse in the government or coup or whatever, where like you can't just sit by for months with no one in charge until you find it out. So you have to have people to go in, be part of the government, run it as best they can until you can have legitimate elections, hopefully. And yeah, so that was very interesting. Love that. Love y'all. Hope you're all doing well. Would appreciate any comments down below. Did I say anything dumb? It's a big possibility. Correct me. Would love to see it. I love learning, and you guys help me with that. Any questions I ask, you guys are always awesome at answering. Hopefully, I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully, we'll keep on learning together. Bye, guys.